Hello and welcome back. This is Grillenheimer. Okay, doing a little something different at a much better angle than when I was recoloring one of those characters, my Marine War characters. Here I am working on base cards. You're going to see some new base cards I have yet to go over. Oh look, you can actually see my reflection. Oh, the horror. Okay, first thing to note, I am in a hotel. It is 94 degrees outside. Well, it was earlier today. It is summer. It is hot in Alabama. And, well, so naturally in this hotel I'm in by myself at the moment, it's 72 degrees. So the air is just going full blast in here, and I'm not worried about it. It feels good. So I apologize for the noise in the background. That's the AC in this hotel. Okay. Now, I've made a sticker using Paint 3D to make my base card thing. No one really said anything. There's no comments. I had a question at the end of my video, kind of a poll. Which one do you like better? No one said anything. I kind of like the one without the silly little add flag thingy. The only problem is that I didn't do this from the start. If I wanted to make this different, I should have done it from the start. But I might continue doing this going forward. And there's only, at the moment, maybe 20-ish base cards left that I have got to work on and finish. And what you're seeing here is, here's the problem. When I do this, and if I don't do the flag or the little extension thingy, because remember, I'm remaking base cards from action or upgrade cards. This was an action card, and there's just a little point pick. There was something sticking up back there. So this one was easy. I'm having to go back and go in. Yeah, this is Caminus. I don't think we've gone over Caminus yet. So like I said, you're going to see some new base cards here that I haven't gone over yet. And you know, here's my base card sort of file in my computer, and you can see a lot of some of this stuff here. And I'm saving the card. And I forgot, where is this Caminus from? Is this from Cyberverse? I really don't remember. But you know, that's the problem when I do something different like this, and I wish I had started something like this from the very beginning, is that's the issue. You know, this is the courtroom. It's going to help Quintessons, and you're going to be able to untap melee characters maybe. So, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, that's just too strong. Well, I'm thinking the more cards we have for untapping and tapping, the more you're going to want some sort of cards in your deck to help either take advantage of that or undo it. You know, we have ready for action. Oh yeah, that jingle is the bell off one of our kittens. Wanda. Yes, we have a kitty cat named Wanda because my son might have a crush on the actress that was in WandaVision. But yeah, I have not been afraid to make too many cards that can tap your enemy's characters and untap your own, because I'm thinking the more we have these types of cards in our decks, the more interesting things might be able to happen. One, two, it might increase your curiosity to have more than just only 40 cards, maybe 50, maybe 60. Only the minimum is 40. And so playing around with base cards in this way, and in some of the upgrades and action cards that I've made, and I've been, you know, trying not to go too over nuts about certain actions in the game, really. So I still kind of watch the pip colors to some extent for what I'm doing, to not more bend the rules, not breaking the rules. Though I've probably broken a few and haven't known it, because I don't know the rules that well. I'll admit that. So let's get back to the base card I'm doing here. And this is Courtroom. I back out, look to see what I did, and it doesn't look quite right. I don't want to make it look like where you can tell anything was there at all. So I kind of back it out, undo my last action, and I go back over this again. And it kind of looks kind of funny in this image, because Ultra Magnus, Cup, and Spike all look like they're just sitting in the water watching the about to eat popcorn while watching the Quintessons or something here. Because in the '86 movie, it was like a huge, deep drum that they were having to swim in. They went down in their alt modes. If you remember that whole scene, and it just looks like they're standing on something. Like it's not deep at all. So it's just kind of funny image here, but I'm so close you can't really see it right now. But then I kind of get a little bit of this not quite dark image and add my own little swirl in there, so it's not the exact same image. And that is the issue with this pyramidal looking base card icon now for this type of card. And again, I should have been doing this since day one, and I just didn't think about that. Kind of like when I went back and did made a trait for my Spetabots. Did I make a trait for my Demicons? And let's see, Demicons, Spetabots, and Cetilicons. I don't know if I did a trait for the Cetilicons. No, I think I did. I think I gave them all traits now. But yeah, and we went from Courtroom, and this is now Cybertron Skies, or the Skies of Cybertron, or something like that. Cybertron Skies, yeah. And we'll go over these another time. But here is you haven't seen these before, and I'm preparing and putting all the base card sticker on here. I had a poll at the end of the last video like this, and nobody, I guess, went to the very end of the video or anything. And so I liked where it just looked clean all by itself, and I'm going with it. And from here on out, I might continue to do this. I don't know. It would be inconsistent of me to do that, but again, I have so many of these cards. I mean, this is file 5 out of 5, and almost over 30 cards for each file. That's a lot. And unfortunately, with the base cards, I was trying to be very systematic at first, and then it got turned more organic instead of systematic. I had like an Excel spreadsheet or writing stuff down of what was doing what, and then I just got out of hand. I apologize. And so I have so many cards that are very similar to each other. Some with green pips only, some that are like green and white and green and black that might do a little something different. Given, bold 2 to Decepticons here, bold 1 to Decepticons there. And, preventing certain cards from being played, etc., on both sides of the table. So, oh, yeah. because when making this image, you just saw the sticker. See that part on the left side of the base card that's all silver? Well, I kind of took that out to some extent and put it on the right side. On the right side. And to be able to make it look like it does, but then I kind of rounded it off, gave it a little bit of black edge to it, like the rest of it, and then sort of faded it out. You can see where I stopped kind of drawing it. And here for Starscream's wing, this is from Beast Wars. Yeah, this is from Beast Wars. I do a pretty good job taking this off of him and recoloring his wing, his back little tail wing here. Sometimes I really surprise myself, and it's really been all y'all and my viewers from 4 years ago that have helped me get to this point. I could not have been doing this without y'all. I mean, somebody with a black looking avatar was very big and very helpful with this with me, and a big thanks to all y'all. This has been a great collaboration. I mean, I haven't gotten a whole lot of comments or a whole lot of hits, and I'm fine with that, but you know, I want to stay a small channel. As much as I enjoyed this is what I enjoy. The politics just get in the way. The politics are just so I mean, it seems like that was their whole intent from the 90s, is to get politics into our everyday lives, to ruin our lives. Because I think the people, see, look at that. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? It looks like it should be. It's Starscream flying over Cybertron. Because it was a very quick. I think that was from that very when. Oh gosh, was Cheetor having his dream about? Yeah, I think he was having his little dream nightmare about Cybertron and acting like he was shooting everybody up, and then Tarantulas shows up in his nightmare and kind of takes him down and everything. That was kind of cool and kind of freaky, but yeah, we do see Starscream fly over Cybertron. That was pretty cool. It was super quick. And that was even season 1, and one of the earliest episodes before the Ghost of Starscream even shows up and possesses Waspinator. And Beast Wars was just such a great show, and this was even in season 1 before they even, you know, had him, the Ghost of Starscream, possess Waspinator or anything. But you know, I know this has been a very more laid-back video of mine, and I normally am a very laid-back person. And making these cards has been a job to itself. It's been very fun. It's been a process, and I could not have been doing this without y'all. And the guys, especially early on, like 3 and 4 years ago, that helped with names, creating names for new characters that I was making at the time. You know, making neat new cards, and now and the base cards have gone through their own evolution from location cards to battlefield cards to now just base card. And I did this before even Marvel Snap was ever created. So, you know, I do want to mention that because Marvel Snap is just so fun. And I did one little video about it. That's all I'm doing. And I'm pretty good at Marvel Snap. I mean, yeah, I lose a lot of games too. We all lose games. But it's just so fun. I'm not that great. I did see Silver Ghost. I played Silver Ghost, and I can't remember if I won or not. I think I did. I could be wrong, but it's just a fun game. Great app if you haven't already downloaded. It's free, of course, and there's things you can buy in there if you wanted to. But I've just been going along and having fun with Marvel Snap. It's just a great game. We're winding down here, less than 2 minutes, but just super quick. The first 3 Transformer G1 figures I ever got was Ironhide, Starscream, and Kickback. Christmas and birthday. And wow, that was a good year. Just everything was cheaper. My parents really did what they could back then, and we didn't have as much money as I thought we had. We were doing well, but we were living paycheck to paycheck, and as a teenager, I was just oblivious. But really, this gradient coloring on these cards, trying to make sure these little things don't look like they're there anymore. We're trying to do these base cards justice, with this new low icon. I don't know if I should have done this or not, but I did. Sorry, I've been having to stop and cough some because I've been talking a lot. But yeah, if you made it this far, congrats. Thanks for being here. Everything y'all have done, from the views to the likes, to any comments in the past 4 years. And, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. If you made it this long, kudos to you. And as always, there's a like button. You know what to do. Let's throw some scraplets at the like button. We'll see you next time. And as always, Autobots, let's flip out and let's roll.